kiss. Wrong with that.
3, 2, 1. We're live! Welcome to NIOA TV Livestream. Thank you, Digital Josh. That countdown was sensational, mate. Absolutely sensational. Welcome to NIOA TV Livestream for April 2022. And I tell you what, this year is absolutely flying. Now, look, some of you may realise that we've got someone else helping us out in the presentation department today. We have Bushy as per normal. Hello, Bushy.
Aye.
But brand spanking
Thank
new,
you.
Bushy's protege. All right, is that the best way to describe you?
Probably, yeah. I'd say
Brad Johnson.
Thank you.
Welcome. Hey, team, can we have a big round of applause for Brad? There we go. Look, the crowd's gone absolutely
Off the
wild.
reserve bench, first run.
That's because
Beautiful.
Kenny's not here today. Kenny is
great, isn't it?
Kenny is up in Townsville.
Shooting mud pies at the state
He
titles.
is. He's at the
is.
state title.
Or shooting at mud pies.
Practicing this afternoon, I heard.
And
He needs all the practice he can get too.
what's the next division after Masters?
Masters, that ancient.
Ancient, because that's the division he's in.
Yeah,
a
ancient,
couple of old men that
Yeah.
can't see anything.
Yeah,
And can
white stick, walking stick.
Yeah. Going, oh, I missed it. Because, yeah, anyway. Good luck, mate. I hope it all goes well. But anyway, as I said, welcome to NIOA TV. Now, have we got the crew? Have we got Digital Josh there? Woo! We got Digital Emily.
Woo!
All right, we've got pushing the buttons. We've also got to be ourselves a bit of an audience. Can we hear the audience?
Oh.
Look out, look out, look out. Are we getting anyone online, Digital Emily?
We sure are.
How many people?
I can see two.
Couple.
Look at
We've
this.
got
We've
two.
special technology.
Oh, hello, Matt White. Hello, Charlie. Oh,
Charlie, yes.
Charlie, yes, that's a
hey,
good
Charlie.
name.
How you going? Yeah. Well, welcome. And then, look, Bushy, we've got a... Normally we sort of have a bit of a theme, you know, we talk about one particular brand or we talk about one particular product.
I noticed.
But we thought this month we're going to go a bit freestyle. What do you reckon?
But isn't that how we always do it?
Yeah. So we're going to do a whole,
Bit of everything.
range of different products.
Whatever came through the door last week.
That's
Yeah.
it. We'll talk about it.
So, look, let's get this up and going. Remember, guys, this is your show. This is all about you guys. And I tell you what, I'd love to say that we've got some fabulous prizes, some expensive prizes, but we don't. But the prizes aren't too bad. We've actually got some...
How can you not say that's fabulous?
That's a pretty good prize.
That's fabulous.
The Bushnell laser bore sighter. Now listen, we've got 3 of these to give away today, and all you got to do is ask questions. So once you're online, start asking your questions. We don't mind what questions they are. They could be about life in general. We're here to help. All right, so just ask away.
Yep.
But Bushy, I thought maybe to start off the segment, maybe you could help us. Let's talk about the LEUPOLD VX3 HD.
Which one, mate?
Well, I think we talk about the 6 to 5 to 20.
6 to
I knew
5.
you'd wreck that.
The
yeah.
6.5 to 20 by 40 with the EFR.
And what's the EFR stand for?
Brad knows.
No, he doesn't.
I do.
He does.
I do.
But he's not allowed to say it.
Okay, I won't.
So, look, the reason we brought this scope up is we've been selling this scope ever since we've had LEUPOLD. Very popular competition scope, and it's been in and out of production because it's a unique scope. It's the only LEUPOLD they still run an actual adjustable objective on, and there's some reasons for that, because it's an extended focus range scope, and that's what EFR stands for. And when we talk about extended focus range, it simply means there's more parallax correction in the scope. So it will parallax correct the scope right down to 10 yards. And none of our other scopes will do that, and that's why people like it. So for a rimfire competition scope, 25 yards, things like that, you can take all the parallax out of your scope. You know you're spot on, you'll shoot the best group you can. I could explain parallax, but we don't have 3 hours.
Can you spell parallax?
I can.
No, let's go
but-
on. No, come on.
Right, good.
That's okay.
So it only comes in a 6.5 to 20 by 40. It's now in the new guise of VX3 HD, so it's got the upgraded prescription and lens system, which is great. And it's also, for the first time ever, in CDS. Our custom dial system comes with it. Now, when I say that, the scope you get in the box is still presented as we've always sold this scope, and followers of this scope love them. Like I was talking to a guy on the phone only last week who has 4 of them. So every competition rifle he has this scope on it.
Yeah, right.
Loves them. And it really is a unique product. And where was I going with that?
Bushy.
Were you paying attention?
Well, I was actually looking at some of the comments over here, but anyway, you keep going. Yeah.
So it comes with, so normally, you know, you have standard turrets on a scope. This is a target scope. It has target turrets. So simply, they can be finger clicked quite easily. They're quite high, so they're easy to move on a bench. You haven't got to get right down there and click around sort of thing. So it comes set up with 1/4 minute clicks, just like any other LEUPOLD scope does, unless of course it's a mill scope. And you can order for free a CDS target turret for it if you wish, the dial system I should say, right here, and we'll burn that for you. But generally because this is a competition scope, I don't know whether a lot of people would use that CDS system because you're using it at set ranges for set things and different wind conditions. But anyway, it comes with it for free, and if you want to use it, we're burning more and more dials. A lot more people are taking up CDS now.
CDS for custom dial system?
Because
I know
many more
acronyms.
so many more scopes are coming with it. But I just wanted to say it's back in stock. We've probably got 100 of them in stock now, and we haven't had this scope for, I'm going to say 8 to 10 months. So we've been really waiting for it, and a lot of our customers have been hanging out for it. It's here. So it's called a VX3 HD 6.5 to 20 by 40 EFR.
EFR.
That's the if you don't say EFR, you get a standard scope, and it hasn't got that parallax correction for all your target needs right down to 10 yards. Not that many people shoot at 10 yards.
And I'll tell you what, Digital Emily will be putting the link for that product into the comments so that you can also check that out on the website. And don't forget, if you do want to look at that, go to your local firearm dealer and make sure you put an order in on that. Now, we've got a few little questions coming through. I don't know if we go there already, just a couple. It says, Ken may be old but can still smoke targets. Well, Glenn.
Yeah, but he coughs a lot when he smokes.
Yeah, he does. I mean, we got someone asking if we can please bring back the importation of Weatherby. I think that's not happening.
Well, there is a current Weatherby agent.
There is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you can buy them.
you
in the
can still
country.
buy them. Yeah, so go and see that. Someone's asking when the next Bushmeister shipment's coming, Bushy.
Well, we don't know exactly because it's not on the boat.
Well, hang
yet.
on a second. Does Brad know?
Yes, I do.
No, he doesn't because
Can
it's not
I-
on the boat yet.
can I
Until
answer
it's
this one?
Because it's not on the boat yet.
Yeah, no, Brad,
Okay, he
no,
can.
Brad knows. Come on.
No, Bushy is correct. It's not on the boat yet.
So therefore, we don't know.
But we do have an ETA.
Yeah.
We have an ETA, and it all depends. There is an issue with ocean freight and container freight out of Turkey at the moment.
Okay.
Obviously, due to the war in Russia and Ukraine, it's slowing a few things
This
down.
problem was there well before that. Yeah.
This isn't helping, though.
No, absolutely
Yeah,
not.
absolutely not. But it looks like we might have come to worked out a bit of a solution today. So we're looking at probably mid-July for our next shipment,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I think if you talked about the beginning of August in gun shops, we even might have 2 shipments in this one shipment because the more the freight gets delayed, the guns are still being built.
Correct.
Oh, right.
So we will end up with twice as many guns. Don't ask me how many's in a shipment. There's supposed to be 800, but because how long's a piece of string, and whenever the boat sails, we'll just put as many guns on that boat as we can. So it could be 600 in one shipment, it could be 1,800 in another shipment. We're not sure, but look, realistically, yeah, early August. And to be honest, in that shipment, it's only black synthetic guns, 20-inch and 28-inch, because the only way we can get any decent quantity of guns quickly is to specify like 2 models at a time. If we ask them to make 10 models in one shipment, it will take another month, so it'll be delayed. So we're really picking 2 models at a time in a shipment, and that's what's in these. So there'll be a lot of those guns distributed. But then again, as I say, if we actually get 2 orders in one shipment, well, I don't even know what the next shipment's supposed to have in it. But look, we're belting them out there as quick as we can, but freight is still a problem and will continue to be so.
Yeah.
That's a good point you make, though, is even though we're having freight issues, the manufacturers continually
That's right.
making them.
Guns are
So-
still being built.
Exactly. So
yeah.
That's good.
we're coming.
Yeah,
They're
no,
coming.
real
That's good. So,
Yeah.
Now look, just back to the LEUPOLD. Brett here on the interwebs is asking, I have a gloss black LEUPOLD with CDS. Will the custom dial come in gloss as well? I didn't
Silence.
think I didn't think the question was that difficult. But
Well,
anyway.
there is only one colour for CDS dials as far as I know, so, and that's matte black.
Matte black. Yeah.
So I don't think, there's a colour variation, there's just that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, and also just while we're still on LEUPOLD, so we've just had the review from Bushy in terms of the VX3 HD with the EFR, but Brad, we do so much more as the LEUPOLD agent here in Australia. There's also the great benefits that we can provide here at NIOA, because we've actually got the LEUPOLD custom shop.
The only one in the Southern Hemisphere.
The only one in the Southern Hemisphere.
Correct, yeah.
And what that means for you guys in terms of warranty work means that scopes don't get sent back
to the US.
Or
Correct.
Europe, and the time to get stuff fixed is dramatically decreased.
Oh yeah, it used to take us 3 to 4 months. Now it's less than a week.
Yeah, it's days now. That's right.
And I guess one thing we should also clarify for everyone watching out there is the LEUPOLD lifetime warranty is exactly that. Brad, take us through it.
It is lifetime.
Yeah.
It's lifetime all the way through. First owner, second owner. As long as it's got the LEUPOLD badge on it, it's lifetime.
Yeah, and I think the simplest way to explain that is you walk into a gun shop, he's got a second-hand one on the shelf, still got the warranty.
Correct.
That's the best way
That's
to explain
amazing,
it.
isn't
You
it?
can buy a second-hand one and we'll warrant it forever.
Yeah.
How good are we?
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know why you guys are still on Facebook. I don't understand why you aren't in your car right now, driving down to the gun shop and buying a LEUPOLD, right? Because not only did we have the best warranty, right?
They just said we don't have any listeners now.
Oh.
What are you doing?
They're all on the gun shop.
That's right.
Because not only do they have the best warranty, but also we've got the LEUPOLD custom shop. And the LEUPOLD custom shop is great because we can do all manner of things, apart from the CDS dials. What else can we provide?
Custom reticle changes.
Yep.
That's it.
Parallax adjustments.
Correct. Exactly.
What else can we do, Bush?
Oh, we can do anything.
Yeah. We also do some nifty little Cerakoting and things like that too, don't we?
Only in batches for our own. So we're currently building silver Cerakote and burnt bronze scopes, but we're not doing them one at a time.
No.
And you can find these in dealers. We're currently doing batches of 50 of things, but we start doing one at a time. Oh, the escalation in price is insane, and pretty sure you don't want to pay that.
Yep. So, Bushy, just a few more questions coming through. Any reviews on the Ataturkwa Practical Tactical?
Hard to run a review, and we've never had one.
We don't have one. So, sorry, Robert.
Yeah, look, that's maybe later this year we'll get those rifles, but we've never had one yet. They never had an export license, would you believe, for that particular rifle. And it's the same calibers as the other Turkwas we had, but that's how the Turkish government works.
They're a bit funny.
It has to be that exact model, and they didn't have an export license for it, so we never got any.
Someone's asking, is the LEUPOLD VX3 HD 6-5 to 20 by 40 good out to 1,000 yards?
Absolutely, it's good to 3,000 yards. Yeah, as far as you can see. Yeah, and it's parallax. It can parallax correct to infinity, like any other scope can. So you can use it as far as you want. We do have people who use that scope for F class for 1,000 yards. So there's your answer. 1,000 meters actually.
Tony's asking, and this is not a bad question, because with CDS, do you need to use the same ammunition? And even I, a bit of a noob when it comes to that, the answer is yes, because that's what they're actually burnt for.
They're custom set to your ammunition.
Yeah,
exactly right.
But if you shoot 3 different types of ammunition, you can get 3 different CDS dials for each ammunition. So, but yeah, it has to be specific to something.
Yeah, and we can burn them for you. If you just get on to leupold.com.au, work your way through to the custom shop, you can get your own CDS dial there.
Yeah, you can have 2 pet loads that are wildly different. A 200 grain load in a 30-06 and a 110 grain load. You just get the right dial burnt and you can just swap in between.
Yeah.
Sensational. Yeah. And listen, we've had a question come through from Glenn Daly. Glenn, we're going to get this question out the way. We do it every month so far. How is the supply on powder and other reloading components looking? And is it going to be any possibility of them being available in Victoria, particularly Alliant powders? I'm going to hand over to both Brad and Bushy as they fumble through this answer.
Yeah, no.
I think Bushy's got a better idea of this one. No.
Yeah, look, there's nothing we can do. Component shortages because of the ammunition shortages. This isn't going to change anytime soon. The fact is, every ammunition producer has so many orders for ammunition, loaded ammunition, they're not willing to sell their components. It's as simple as that. So they're sucking up all the powder out of the market, all the primers out of the market, the brass. And look, that will change, but until it changes to any dramatic effect, we ain't going to get any powder.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And it's, I mean, there's so many other factors playing into it. Freight, the whole thing.
If freight was our only problem, that'd be
I know.
a good problem.
But I'm just saying, it's also another thing that adds into it. So.
I think this time next year, we'd probably still be saying no. That's how big and deep this hole is. It's not going to fix like that. It's just not.
Yes, well, there you go. And on that somber note, that's the end of the show. No, it's not. We're going to move on. All right, so something exciting. Bushy, this is something that we've had before here at NIOA.
No, we've never had it here before.
No, that's true. I forgot
Ever.
that. Yep, correct. You're right.
Only arrived last week.
Can I get it?
Go on,
First one, okay.
Springfield Armory, bro.
Oh, I know. Fantastic, isn't it? back.
It's back.
It's back.
It's back.
It's back and going really well in Australia, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
especially with this, the new WAYPOINT 2020.
Have a look at this little beauty.
Hey, look at
Hey?
that.
We've been waiting and waiting. He got to see one at Shop Show.
We
I
did.
did. I got to
We
play.
did.
We got to
Yeah.
play with one.
First
Right.
one I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
No, these are
Beautiful.
sensational.
Bit behind the times,
Absolutely.
unfortunately.
Take over, mate.
No, that's all right. I'll let you finish.
No, no, no.
Oh, here we go.
All right, rightio. Now here we go. The 2020 waypoint.
The bottom
Bush,
lip is
well,
dropped.
we got
He's walked
plenty of room.
We got plenty
here.
of room
Yeah,
here,
exactly.
mate. Here we go.
Carbon wrap-
These are a cracker.
They are a cracking gun. Built on like a 700 platform action, carbon wrap barrel, AG composite stocks, very light.
In fact,
Attachable AI CS mag.
I just got to say, the one thing that I noticed about this, like it looks like a really sturdy, and it is a really good sturdy gun.
It is.
But it looks heavier than what it is.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean?
7 pound, 5 ounces, I believe.
What would you know?
It's not much.
Eh?
7 pound 5 ounces. But
He's
I
back.
do know.
He's
What
back.
I do know is that it has the fastest lock time out of any production rifle. So
Look
do you
out.
know what lock time is?
Yeah.
Okay, explain.
Yeah, just look it up. Just Google it. Google it. All right?
Lock time is the time it takes from when the trigger releases
Yeah.
to when the firing pin strikes the prime.
Yeah, no, I was about to say that, but I just
it's
didn't want to
very
make.
quick.
You know,
It's
everyone
very
out there
quick.
feel
It is
inadequate.
1.9 milliseconds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
45%
Sounds like
quicker.
A lot of time, doesn't it?
Well, that's
I
right.
was thinking it was about 46, but that's okay.
Okay,
45.
45%
Yeah.
quicker than any other factory lock time.
That's amazing.
So it's fast.
It's
Yeah.
fast.
And could I just say, too,
fast. There you go, Bush, you
it's
have
a-
that back.
Give me bloody rifle
There you
back.
go.
it's a great looking rifle, this.
So this first shipment, we specially asked to get something like this for TV, so we could actually get something out. We only got 26 rifles in this shipment. They're pretty much all the same thing. So they're all evergreen camo like this, even though our lights don't tend to make it look green. It is. There's a brown camo version
Don't worry,
of it as well.
we've got a shot coming up on the screen, I'm sure. Is that right, Digital Josh?
Of course we have.
All right.
Good.
And this particular shipment all had carbon sleeve barrels because you can get a standard stainless fluted barrel in it. But a really beautiful rifle, quite lightweight. As the guy said, you know, it looks like a varmint rifle. It weighs what a sporter weighs, if that. Excellent little rail on top.
20 MOA rail as well.
Absolutely
Smooth as, bro.
smooth as.
Smooth as.
Yeah, I like, and I've never used a Trigger Tech trigger before, and we don't sell Trigger Tech triggers, but I'm beginning to think I'd like to, because this has got a sensational trigger. Really good trigger.
Magic.
And they've got great little branding on the thing too, even on the base of the plate there with the Springfield Armory. It looks great.
Makes all the difference.
It does.
Makes
I
all
hadn't
the
even
difference.
noticed.
You hadn't?
No.
Ah, it's
Hadn't
details.
turned-
Details,
Hadn't
mate.
turned it up yet.
Yeah.
But it's a sensational rifle. 6.5 Creedmoor, 6.5 PRC,
PRC.
308,
6 mil Creedmoor.
and oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget that one.
Now, team, just quick question. The carbon sleeve.
Yep.
What is the thinking around the whole carbon fibre sleeving? Is it just to keep it like?
Rigidity.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Aids accuracy.
Yeah. Okay.
So it simply cuts
What-
more vibration out of the barrel.
So
basically.
it doesn't help with cooling.
It can, and in fact, this, because it's actually spiraled underneath, there's less surface area touching this carbon sleeve. So they actually say this particular type of barrel, which is who makes this one?
A BSF.
There you go.
There you go. A brand new, well, not a brand new company, but one that's finding its feet in the US.
Yeah, a newer one, a BSF barrel. So that is the barrel that's in this, and they fully promote this product, especially in things like ARs and that, where you do really heat barrels up, as a much cooler option than anything like a standard chrome moly.
One thing we have forgot to say though, 3/4 inch MOA guarantee.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't believe you can shoot that well.
Oh, well, I can later on with the new something else we're going to talk
Oh,
about.
that's true. That's true. Well, listen, we've got a great bag that comes with it
Oh,
too.
look,
mate.
oh yeah, it's straight. Yeah. Tactical bag.
Every rifle comes with that. Yeah.
It does, yeah. And you get a bolt bag inside as well, I believe.
Ooh. Look out.
Minus the trigger lock.
Yeah.
No, that's
I
fantastic.
blame Josh for not doing the zip up.
Yeah. Good on you, Digital Josh.
Thanks,
Jeez,
mate. Yeah,
mate.
one job.
One job. So look, so Bushy.
So a Waypoint 2020 is what you're looking for. You'll find some of them in gun shops in the next 4 weeks. And then hopefully in about another 3 months, we'll have a significant shipment.
Correct.
In all calibers and
That was
should
going
be
to
around
So,
the place.
Digital Josh, have they seen the full variety? They've seen the pictures. That's
Yep.
fantastic.
Great
So, Bushy,
rifle.
what are the sort of the calibers we're looking at?
Isn't he
We
good?
just- we
Every
just said
single
that.
show
No, he
does
said
that.
that. I'm just
Yeah.
asking the question.
Yeah. Move on.
Well, we've got some questions. I think we've got some questions
I
covered.
haven't been looking.
Yeah. Justin says, "Can I win one?" No, Justin. They're that short on the ground, mate. You need to go and get your.
I think you could win one if you put a deposit at a dealer and the money, you'll win one
lucky enough to
eventually.
grab
If you go and get your sleeping bag, mate, and camp out in front of a gun shop somewhere and put your name on one, you might get one.
Like an Apple iPhone.
Andrew Carthy asks, can we get recommended retail prices? No, mate. We're the wholesaler distributor. Just talk to your local gun shop. They'll have pricing there.
Yep.
Klaus Hoff says, do Waypoint have AICS pattern magazine?
They do.
Yes.
Exactly. Yep. I think we even covered that. While I was away, did you talk
Yeah,
about
I did talk about that.
Yeah,
I
comes
mentioned it
with
briefly.
a standard 5-shot AICS mag, and of course a 10. Any gun you've got that AICS mag for will go in it. So, you don't need spare mags if you've already got those guns.
Correct.
Yeah. And Justin Ayres has got cry face. All I can say is keep crying. All right, so, sorry, mate. Are there any long action cals offered in the Waypoint?
There will be.
Correct.
They're launching them next month, but that would mean probably the end of the year before we see them. There will be. We don't even know what those calibers are, but the answer is yes.
There you go.
Yeah, that's hot off the press. We only found out this week.
Woo! All right, what do you got there, Brad?
I got a question.
6.8 Western. Will we see ammo and rifles here?
Well, we don't represent anybody who chambers it, and we don't
Not yet.
represent anybody who makes the ammunition. So
There you go.
good luck. Is that a Hornady cartridge or something? Or I'm not sure who.
Winchester.
Winchester.
It's a Winchester one. Yeah. Okay.
You can't talk, Shrek. It's all,
Yeah,
it's all good, mate.
that's the crowd talking to us. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
We don't
who
mind a
found
little
it.
bit in there.
That's
It's
right.
all good, mate.
That's right.
Yeah.
Got to talk to Winchester about that one, mate. We don't have anything.
Yeah. So listen, before we get on to the next Springfield offering, we do have a couple of questions. One's from Jason. He's asking, any idea when NIOA might see the ACAR 20 gauge under and over again?
Well, we've got a shipment that's about to ship that'll arrive at the end of June. This minute, can't remember whether there's any 20 gauges in it, but they are catching up with production, so we should have another shipment following that in about 2 months. But the answer is yes, we haven't had one for about 18 months. We haven't had an ACAR gun for that long. They just, COVID and all sorts of things, shipping it all imploded, but it's all coming back on track. So certainly in the next 6 months, I would say we would have ample 20 gauges, but whether they're in this next shipment, everything in this next shipment's sold, but that doesn't mean it's not sitting on a dealer's rack.
Yeah.
But I just don't have that info right here.
Sure. And we've got Adam and David all asked about the ammo and freight and when are we going to get some powder and all that sort of stuff. So we've already discussed that. And KClub_86 asks, the lever action 357 mag, do we have any ammo offerings?
Oh, we got plenty of offerings, just none in stock.
There you go.
Very limited.
I think we've got some American Eagle 357,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's our typical. Yeah, because every 357 cartridge is basically flat nose, other than metal piercing, which we don't sell. So anything will work in a lever gun. But yeah, we have very.
There might be some UMC, I think, too. Some
Yeah, some
125
Remington.
grain.
That's
Yeah,
right. There's some
yeah,
Remington there
that's
too.
it.
Yeah. So
limited on the
they're
grain.
jacketed hollow point offerings in 125 grain, 158 grain. That's what we'd have a bit of, but only a bit. But you got the thing to understand here is while we keep sitting here saying we haven't got much, we just got $5 million worth of product the other day. It's all gone out the door. So again, we haven't got much, but it doesn't mean dealers don't have it.
Yeah.
So we're shipping it all the time to dealers off back order. So in some cases, I think some of our dealers have got more product than we have.
Yeah.
But it's good continuity going into the market, but it's not leaving anything on our shelf.
Yeah, and
That's the problem.
And the big thing is, if you do go into a dealer and they don't have what you want, make sure you do a bit of this because they love that. All right? So they just love it. All right. So listen, look, we might move on. We'll save that one for next. Now listen, keep asking your questions because Digital Emily is scouring the comments looking for a winner of a Bushnell laser bore sight. But before we get there, let's talk about Springfield again and the new EMISSARY, the 9mm.
The Emissary. Well, it's actually in 45 automatic Colt pistol as well.
Rather. With a bing and a bong and a buzz, buzz, buzz. Well, tell me more about the Emissary, Bushy.
Yeah, well, it's a special name, isn't it? Because it's a special handgun, and I imagine you can see it right now.
Oh, they can see it. Digital Josh has got it up there
Wish
right
I could
now.
see it. It's actually a really nice gun to look at. I'd like to see it. So, look, we got our first shipment of Springfield 1911s. As we've been talking, we haven't had any Springfield handguns for, I'm going to say 10, 12 years. I'm not making a criticism of the old gun. What I am saying is the quality of the product we're receiving now is just amazing. It really is first class. I think it's stopped short of perhaps being custom grade stuff as a standard gun. Really beautifully finished, nice wood on them, nice everything, you know. They're really nice. And so on the back of that, we've ordered this Emissary, which is a much higher grade gun again, although it's not ridiculously expensive. And so still there, and we've actually sold quite a few already. But if you have a look at this pistol, it's, you know, this, what do they call it? Tri-top cut slide. It just takes it to another level. There it is.
There it is, there. Yeah.
The grips on it, it's got a match grade bull barrel in it. So it's actually got better accuracy and less muzzle flip because it's got more weight in that heavy barrel. It's, you know, it's a unique slide, the way it slides around that barrel rather than a bushing. There's a lot of key points about it. In fact, one of the things I like, the best thing about it, I reckon, is it's got a thing called a tactical U-sight system. Now, sights on a handgun are super important because I started handgun shooting and I was blind and I'm still blind. But back then I had no distance, but I could see sights perfectly. So I could actually shoot a handgun really well. I just couldn't see what I was shooting it at. But not bad, because the sights are the most important thing. If you look at this handgun and you go to their website, this Tactical U website to me is just fantastic. It's rather than a square notch and a square blade and all that, it's actually got this luminescent U that you just drop the front sight bead straight into the middle of that, and it's like using a peep sight. If you've ever used a peep sight, your eye just centralises it straight in the U and you pull the trigger. I really love it. I reckon it's a great sight system.
And it's just a very tidy looking
Oh, it's a lovely looking gun, and it's got all the Springfield handgun features that they have in every 1911, which a lot of them don't, and that is forged barrel, forged slide, forged frame. So they're as tough as boots.
Yep, and don't forget, you can also see the Springfield Armory 1911 Emissary on the NIOA website. Digital Emily has dropped it in there. And don't forget to keep asking your questions. Oh, so Klaus is asking, does the Emissary come with a stingy single magazine, or do we get two? Oh, that's a good question.
Well, the reason that's hard to answer is because through the Springfield range, some have one and some have two.
Oh.
So I think this has two, but I'm not going to call that, because it really is like one model. You'd think they all come with one. They don't. Some have two, some have one. Some of their pistols actually have three. I think this has two, but I'm not going to call that.
Yeah, so Klaus...
Don't be so stingy, buy a spare one.
Yeah, so Klaus, I hope that has vaguely answered your question.
Yeah.
So what else we got there? Just go up a little bit there, Digital Emily. Let's have a look. Yeah. So Ron Lean is asking, I'm desperate.
Aren't we all?
Mate, we totally understand.
Oh, he's desperate to find some Nosler 130 grain RDF and 6.5. Please don't laugh. I know it's a weight, but how long? I'm getting short. Well, don't get angry, Ron. Don't get short.
I think he's getting short of projectile.
No, I understand that. I was being facetious.
That's it. Thank you.
We just had two significant Nosler shipments arrive, the biggest shipments have arrived in some years. I can tell you some of the projectiles in those shipments we ordered 2.5 years ago. So yeah, it's still hard to get. We're getting a bit of a tap turn on. Specifically about that, I mean, you could ask that question to our sales team. They'll be able to tell you if we actually have some in these shipments. But the truth is, if we don't have them in transit and we don't have them in those shipments, we know as much as you.
Yeah. Isaac.
But I just got a feeling that we got 6.5s. I can't remember whether they're custom comps or whether they're RDFs. So if you just shoot us an email to sales@NIOA and we'll be able to give you the answer to that.
There you go. And don't forget, if you're out there in digital land and you do want a question, please, our sales team is here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just, if you've got questions, you can't buy anything off us, but we can certainly answer some questions, that's for sure.
We can say we don't know a lot.
Yeah, easy. Isaac Lebowski is also asking, I'm going to ask you this, Brad, any shortages on projectiles coming in?
Well, we've had shortages on projectiles, as Bushy just said, for years.
Yeah.
It all depends what you're after there, Isaac, I suppose. So, yeah.
It falls back into that same
Exactly.
conversation about components. So
Yeah.
projectiles, powder, brass, it's all hard to get. As I said, we got some significant nozzler shipments. We've had a lot of spare, but it just keeps going straight out the door. Yeah, you'd have to be specific, and we could try and help you. And even if we didn't have any, and we just shipped some recently, we could tell you where we shipped it. So that might help you. We're actually really helpful people.
Yeah.
So look, we've got that information because you might ask us, do you have any? We say no, but it doesn't mean we didn't just ship 20,000 of them to somebody. So.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But, yeah.
Brett's asking, hi guys. Well, he's not asking, he's just simply stating that he's very glad to see Brad on here. And
Brett, good to see you again too, mate.
And all I can say is, listen, if you are watching, I don't know how many people we got on there, Emily. It'd be 3,000 or 4,000, wouldn't it?
Oh, that's about right.
About right. Take the time. All right, take the time. And Digital Emily, you got to start working out a winner here too. How's Brad performing today? All right, out of 10, I need that 1 for the worst, 10 for the best. Just put your comments in there, 1 through to 10. Let us know how Brad's going, because that'll dictate whether he's on next time. All right?
I was going to say, I'm actually choosing the first prize, so be kind.
Listen, we've just had a question come through from Tony. Tony's asking, can you tell us about the New Zealand purchase? Oh, Justin says 9 out of 10.
Oh, you're getting close.
He's got boyfriends.
Tony's asking, can you tell us about the New Zealand purchase? So look, some of you guys may have seen out there that NIOA has actually acquired a ammo and firearm distribution company in New Zealand. And we've just recently done that pretty much this week.
Correct.
Would you agree?
Yep.
Yeah. So look, we're going to have more of that come to light as things develop and as we move forward. But it's been a great little acquisition. It's the company that we purchased has a really great solid reputation in New Zealand and is really well respected. And we just look forward to, I guess, being a part of that and bringing part of NIOA into New Zealand and doing the best we can there for that market as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, thanks for the question.
That's it.
10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, pretty boy. Ooh. This is starting to get it.
Hey,
I got fans everywhere.
excuse me, I think Klaus has an account, so he's looking for a discount.
Ron actually thinks the poor bloke can't get a word in. Which Brad, for not falling apart, he gives you a 10.
Thanks,
mate.
beautiful.
Tell you what, Brad's actually- Now, look, speaking from one new person to another new person, and
I've got to take a sidestep here, don't I?
we're going to give this guy some ranking as well in a minute. But Brad, we might ping-ding you off for a second,
Done.
mate.
I'll
And
go
we're
and
gonna
peel the
bring in-
oranges.
We're going to
Right.
bring in the new marketing manager for sporting, Mr. Jason Shrek Dietrich. Come on in, Shreky.
G'day, Australia.
Look at this. He said that to all 3 people that are watching this live right now. So, mate, Shreky, look, I've got to give everyone just a bit of a rundown, right? So, Shrek, Ken Bushy retiring. Ken, he's got a big, massive head. You've all known this. You've seen it on the TV screen.
How can you miss it? Yeah.
We had to find someone with an equal or even bigger head to take his place, and we've done that.
We have. We're going to have a measure off very shortly.
Yeah, so Shreky was our sales rep for Western Australia and South Australia and the Northern Territory. Doing a great job there for many years, about 8 years or something like that. And so he's joining me in the marketing department. And Shreky, you've just done one of your first big jobs for the year.
A big job indeed.
Yeah, a big jobby.
Here
The
it is.
NIOA
The
Hot Products Catalogue.
The long-awaited NIOA.
2022, people. It is out.
Soon.
How soon? Take us through it, mate.
Let me tell you, people.
Let me tell you about the book.
This is 487 pages of pure joy.
Pure joy.
Pure joy.
Yeah.
We've had these land in our warehouse here in Brisbane. Cue the footage. We are getting these out to dealers as we speak. Expect to see them in your local dealer in the next 2 weeks.
Shreky, if I was to ask you, how much would you pay for an exclusive catalogue like this? What would you say?
Just one catalogue?
No, say I want 3.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. There's a little thing at the top corner that says free.
That's right, folks. Free.
Free.
All right.
Guys, look, some of my favourites for this year. This is my first time doing a catalogue, so please send all your complaints to Matt. He won't read them. I'm going to give you a little preview. Look at this. the big marlin front cover.
We hope to have one soon. One.
Yeah.
Big marlin here. My favourite is the Springfield section in this new magazine.
Yep.
The Springfield section is a great product range. We gave it lots of joy this year when we were throwing it together. It really brought to life in the magazine. Bushmeister
Yep.
jumps on the front cover.
Yep. I like this. Brett Wilson saying it's Australia's new Bible.
I love it.
Hey?
Well done, Brett. Can I give him a prize?
No, we don't know yet.
And the church you got to go to get it is a gun shop.
Look, guys, it's a job. It's a big job for us every year. We come back from SHOT Show with all the great new products.
Yep.
We've got to belt this together as quick as we can, and unfortunately, it takes a bit of time. Takes a bit of time to print.
It does.
It takes Bushy a long time to read it because he can't read. So
It doesn't take long to print. It just takes a while for Shrek to put together. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's all right.
I was trying to avoid
Now
saying
Blame
listen.
everyone else.
How do you think Shrek's gone? I mean, this is your show. I mean, out of 10, how did Shrek just do then? Just put your comments in. We just want to know how he's going.
Hard marker, isn't he?
So am I giving a prize away too? Can I bribe people like Brad did?
Well, listen, we are getting ready to give away a prize. Would you like to give away a prize, mate?
I'll give the first one away.
All right,
No, I'm
MC
going to give all three away, and that way it can't be.
Digital Emily, have we got a prize? Give that to Shrek. What? This is the Bushnell laser bore sighter.
You just taken Brad's thunder. He was given the first one away.
No, give it to Shrek.
100 out of 10.
100 out of
Mate.
10. Look out. Look out. And that's just for the red hair.
I thought that was the head dive. That was my head measurement.
Is your wife's name Justin? Is it?
Might be.
Righto, Digital
it,
Emily,
mate.
have we got a winner?
Who we got?
Come on.
Drum roll.
Yeah.
Come on, cue the drum roll. Tony Perkins.
Tony Perkins,
Thanks for your question, I
congratulations, mate.
appreciate it.
You have won a Bushnell laser bore sighter. Tony, what's really important, mate, send us your details via direct message. Please do not put your address details in the Facebook comment section, all right? So,
Was the man.
so well done, Tony. Well done. Where's that?
Oh,
no.
look, it's here. It's
Yeah,
here.
come on, we'll put it on this here so we don't forget.
I will mail that to you next week, Tony.
I'll tell you what, Tony, he'll mail it to you, and I'm going to throw this in for free. Righto? There you
that-
go.
Kind bloke.
Righto.
Yeah, look at
So
that.
give that to
Thanks,
Tony.
mate. All right, guys.
Well done, Shrek.
See ya.
Thanks,
See you,
buddy.
team. I gotta go.
Righto, Brad.
Tagging.
Come on back.
Come on back, mate.
Thank
Come
you.
on. Now, listen, I think they were just being kind. All right, I think they were
There were
just
some good comments
There
there.
was
I gotta
some
give
good
you
I
that.
think they're being obscene now.
It comes up as laser cider in the subtitles. Oh, there you go. Yeah, or ball cider. Okay, we're moving on.
Yeah,
All right,
right.
so listen, we're giving that away. We've got a couple more questions coming through. They're coming through thick and fast, I tell you. Will the supply of primers get better?
No, I'll
Maybe.
jump the gun on that one.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. We've got a handful coming again the other day, but look, yeah, look, it'll get better, but just don't ask us what the timeline is. I'm thinking a couple of years before it gets really better, but it doesn't mean we're not. Again, same story. We haven't got any, but we just shipped some only last month.
Yeah.
So they're coming, but dribs and drabs. So my advice with primers: if you see them on a shelf, just buy them.
Yeah.
You know, don't sit there and go, oh, when you just buy them,
There you go.
because yeah, it's all about who's got them and you know.
And listen, I've got to say also, this is not just something that's unique to Australia. Strecky,
Yeah.
Brad, and I were at SHOT Show. We
Very
went to, where did we go?
Well,
No.
everywhere. Started at Hornady.
Yeah, no, but we start. What was the place we went and shopping? Shrek had to get some clothes. And stuff.
Oh,
Bass Pro.
Yeah,
Bass Pro.
That's
yeah.
right.
They
We went
didn't
to
have
the boot
anything
barn.
either.
The boot barn, wasn't it?
No, well, we did go to the boot bar.
You probably saw that on a previous episode.
But that's
didn't you?
another story. Actually, you've seen NIOA TV. But we went to Bass Pro, and mate, you would have thought there would have been a lot of ammo there.
No.
Not a lot of ammo.
Yeah, that's just not anywhere.
The amount of ammo they had there in that Bass Pro in Las Vegas, you could have fitted between Bushy and me.
Yeah.
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 There wasn't a lot there. Yeah, there wasn't a lot
and
there
again,
at
it's
all.
not because they're not getting it. It's just as soon as they get it,
It's
someone
got
bought
out the
it.
door.
Yeah.
Do you think is that 6 ARC? I'll have to talk to Digital Emily.
Well, 6 mil ARC probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, riding a bit.
Yeah.
6 arc? Yeah, it will take
Yeah.
off here.
Oh,
Who knows?
yeah.
Not until they make some ammo.
Because it's really, again, it's one of these AR platform cartridges, like 450 Bushmaster, and you know, there's a few of them they've done. What was
Blackout.
224 Valkyrie. It's these things are designed to go on AR platforms for different derivatives over there. We don't have an AR platform, so Look, I'm not saying it's not a great cartridge. It's not had a great purpose, but I don't think so.
We're moving on. What Glock is going to be issued to our SF teams?
SF? Who's our SF team?
I don't know.
Special Forces?
Special Forces? I don't know.
We don't know.
No, that's classified.
Yeah.
We can't divulge that sort of information.
Right.
We could, but we'd have to just cut the live stream. So we're going to move on. All right, Bushy, Brad.
Yes.
Let's talk Bushnell. Now, we've got a few new offerings here, but the first of all that we want to talk about is the Trophy XLT. And Bushy, great that the XLT is back.
Yes, it's actually been missing for a couple of years off the line. Brad's going to murder this one, but it's got a great reticle in it.
Yeah.
It's a upper market Bushnell too. So XLT's always got more bells and whistles than the standard products.
Take us through it, Brad.
But yeah, good price, good product.
These new XLTs have a quick ballistic reticle. With
QBR.
QBR with 5 holdover points too. So, designed to shoot out to 500 yards. Rain Guard HD coating, so if you ever get caught in the rain, you'll be able to see through it, no problem at all. Won't cloud your vision. But the good thing about these is the new Bushnell Ballistic app. So it's fairly new, and you can download it from the App Store. I think Josh might even have it up on the screen right now, the Ballistic app, and it's really and quite a good feature. Go to the profile tab. You can choose. They pre-list all the models in the app there, so you choose your model, you choose your reticle. There's a point in there also. You can choose your caliber, your grain of projectile you're using. It doesn't cover them all. It's got majority of the common ones in there. You make sure you've got your location services turned on your phone, and it downloads the weather, humidity, wind exactly where you're at the same time. So it's actually quite a good and quite an advanced feature. What else can you say?
It's one piece.
I think you are absolutely nailing this.
But the other thing about these are great value for money too. Yeah. Absolute the pick of them on the market at the moment. We've had, especially with these QBR reticles, there've been a few shipments just show up, only small amounts, but we have a monster shipment in transit to us now, and they should be everywhere in the next 6 weeks.
Oh, fantastic. And mate, we're specifically talking about two ranges here, the 3 to 9 by 40 and the 4 to 12 by 40. So they're the two...
They're the two main ones with that QBR reticle.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's right.
Excellent. Yep. And Bushy, you've always been a fan of those, haven't you?
Of course, because they're one-piece tube.
Lightweight.
Lifetime.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
Yep. No, that's cool.
Aircraft aluminium.
Covered by the ironclad warranty.
Ironclad.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ironclad.
Boom.
That's it. Boom. Right. Something else we want to talk about. It's not these pair here, but we're going to be talking about the Fusion X 10 by 42 binoculars. Now, Brad, you know a bit about these as well.
They're not just 10 by 42 binos, they're 10 by 42 range finding binos.
There you go. Well, I mean,
big difference.
Digital Emily probably should have put that on my list.
Oh, okay.
Right. Talk to me after this, all right?
Strike one. These were fantastic. Once again, we're talking about value for money, along with all the whole Bushnell range. But for a... What's so funny?
So we shouldn't have this here. Some of these guys are hilarious. The only church where you will get something back for your money. I like that. Anyway, hey, let's not
back to these laser rangefinder binos. So it's, generally speaking, when it comes to laser rangefinding binos, most people always talk about the European stuff. And, laser rangefinding binos for that reason have been out of everybody's price range. Not everybody's price range, but a lot of people's price range.
3 or 4 grand.
Exactly. That's where you sort of start at. These will retail for around that $1,400 mark, a third of the price, so value for money is excellent. A good feature about these is their active sync technology in it. So the active sync is where your reticle changes colour. So if you're looking in bright daylight, your reticle's quite black. And we've tried this out the back here in the warehouse. As you scroll through, your reticle changes to match your lighting conditions. That's exactly right. So the darker your lighting conditions get, your reticle becomes lighter. So it goes from a black to a red shade, and it's actually quite impressive when you watch it happen. So they range at the 1 mile, give or take a yard, they say. So not that heavy.
I was going to say give or take a mile.
Give or take a yard. Plus or minus 1 yard, they say in the catalogue. But they're not heavy by any means. I've played with European ones that are a lot heavier. They come in at just under 1 kilo. Yeah, fantastic.
Very simple to use. We only
Exactly.
opened these up today, so it's unlikely these will be on anybody's shelf. We have just shipped about 25 of them. We only got a very small shipment, but we've got a heap of them coming in about 6 weeks.
Correct.
So you should start seeing them around. But for somebody who's always wanted range-finding binos and could never afford them, you're in.
So,
That's exactly right.
Robert's asking, how far will it range, say, a pig-sized target?
Probably 1 mile is the reflective distance.
Yeah.
Safe to say 700 metres. 700 metres. So
Gee, that's pretty good.
yeah.
That's really
If,
good.
if you can hit something at 700 metres, you're going well, I think.
So look, Bushy or Brad, I hope you could sort of maybe fill me on this. These are roof prism
Correct.
binoculars, and these are Poro design.
Poro, yeah.
Poro.
Yeah.
What's the difference and why?
One's fatter.
I know that.
I know about being fat.
Yep.
So it's simply about how the prisms are set up in the binoculars. As you can see, this is not what you'd class as a compact design compared to that. That's why this is popular. It's not that this isn't as good as that. In fact, some people say Poro have a little bit more depth of field.
Oh, yeah.
And all it is your prisms are at 90 degrees basically reflecting around in this, whereas that, your prisms are in the line of tube. So you've got a prism reflecting here, reflecting there. It's all just in the same line of sight basically, whereas this heads off horizontally. It makes it a bigger, it's also cheaper to make it this way too though. When I say that though, what I mean is if you had two products equally as good as each other, which you could have in Roof and Poro, the Poros would be cheaper to make and just as good. But then, like I say, they're quite big and all that, and admittedly they're big binoculars as well, but Roof's much more compact and easy to pack and use like that. And you're not really sacrificing anything as long as you've got good quality Roof prism binoculars. But that's all it is, it's just how the prisms are set up in the binocular.
All right, we're going to look for a couple more questions while Digital Emily finds us another winner of the Bushnell Laser Boresighter, of which, Brad, mate, we've got a winner. Brad, you want to announce the winner?
Oh, no, I don't. Well,
Oh,
it's
no,
a
we've got
question, actually,
Right.
yeah.
Well, you find a winner. You hang on to that, Brad.
I can read the question if you want.
Well, can you read?
I can.
All right.
That's how I got the job. Okay.
He can read and write.
Correct. So how do you rate the new Marlins by Ruger?
We haven't seen one yet.
Well, I have. You have as well.
I have.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't shot one.
No, we haven't shot
You
one.
couldn't do that at Shot Show.
No,
we couldn't. But we did play with them.
We did.
Yeah. Look, fantastic. Really, really slick. The reviews from the US are fantastic on them as well.
Yeah.
The few we played with were at the LEUPOLD stand.
Yep.
That LEUPOLD had set up with some red dots. And exactly similar. A little bit longer. Obviously, they're only making one model, the 1895 SPL.
At the moment.
At the moment, correct. A little bit longer, it's got a 19-inch barrel instead of 18. It's got a threaded muzzle on it, which is different to the old Remington-made ones. But by and all, it's the same. Metal works a lot smoother. The action's really slick.
Yeah, they've actually coated the bolt in
They
this gun,
have,
haven't
they
they?
have,
So
exactly.
it's a much slicker action, which is
And,
good in a lever gun.
Stock to action fits fantastic as well. So they've really done their homework, and they really want to get them back on the market in a big way.
Righto, well, I think we've got a winner there.
we do
from
now.
Digital Emily. Who is it? The winner is of the Bushnell Laser Boresighter, where you can get on target in minutes, is...
Brett Beasley.
Congratulations,
On you, Brett.
On you,
Beasley.
Brady.
Thanks, mate.
Mate, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Brett. Free of charge, mate. I'm going to whack a NIOA hot products. That's
You are
the
big-hearted.
Oh, yeah.
You are big-hearted.
In the spirit of Ken and great prizes, congratulations.
Thank you.
Righto. Well, we're going to start wrapping things up a little bit, but I thought what might be, we talked about, well, actually, we've shown a little bit of this from our SHOT Show video that we talked about. One of the things that we saw at SHOT Show, obviously Remington, great Vista product, and what's that? Brad, now he's got you going, you can't shut him up.
I was going to say, old Ron's a bit of a keyboard warrior.
Yeah, so Ron, again, maybe you might want to give Brad a level out of 10. Just give him a mark out of 10.
There's still one
see how
prize
he's
to go,
going.
Ron, remember.
But when we were at SHOT Show, we popped into the Remington ammunition, which is the Vista stand, and the Remington Core Lock has been a staple for many, many, many years.
It has.
Hasn't it?
Introduced in 1939.
Yep.
There you go.
And it's just been stable. It's been like a go-to, but they've made it better with Remington Core Lock tip.
How? I was going to say, how did they make it better? But
Well,
I just did.
You just did, yeah.
In fact,
Took the answer away from me.
they made it 15% better.
That was my next comment.
There you go.
There you go.
But who wants to talk?
Brad, off you go.
I was about to say, I might just let you do this.
Well, I don't want to put you to shame with my knowledge of Remington Cool Lock tips, so it's over to you, Brad.
Well, can you pass the...
sure.
Go. In mine.
Oh,
Okay. Core lock tipped ammunition. What else do you... The deadliest mushroom in the woods
A little green tip on the end. of it.
just got deadlier. That's pretty much it. As Matt just said, built on the same core lock design, bonded base. How do they make it better? The AccuTip green polymer projectile, truer in flight, flatter trajectory, still hits as hard. The terminal devastation when it
performance
hits,
is good.
bang. But yeah, it's really going to be a game changer in our market. Like core locks, a lot of people,
Nice
and I
packaging.
sold a lot of core locks. Core locks were very highly regarded by a lot of hunters. These will be just as
Yeah, no, it's excellent.
Just
It's
as
like a
highly
premium
regarded.
core lock,
correct.
as it were.
That is the thing.
Bushy, here's
Really
a
good
question
card.
for you.
Hello.
I know you're going to love this one. Available?
We've got about 4 calibers already. So bearing in mind, they only launched this not very long ago. In our industry terms, about 8 months. That isn't a long time ago. I think we've got 270, 3006, 308, something else, mate.
243.
243, that's right.
was about
But
to say
look, there is a
243.
bigger range than that. But it starts at 243 from memory. And
There's 243, and most of your popular hunting calibers.
up
So
to 300 Win Mag.
300 WSM, yep,
Yeah.
correct.
But yeah, will we get every federal shipment we get, because these are the same, owned by the same people now, we get a few pallets of Remington, so we're catching up slowly but surely. But I would say by the end of the year, could be a brave call, we probably have the whole range of core lock tipped available. But there's plenty, the calibers we've got plenty of at the moment.
No, that's fantastic. And yeah, it's really good to have Remington on board.
Yeah, no, it's great. Great brand.
We're going to give away one more Bushnell bore sighter, but we need some more questions to come through. So if you've got questions, anything sporting, hunting related, firearms related, send them through. Again, we're here for
You run out of
here for you
catalogues
guys.
though, mate. What are you going to do
Yeah.
now?
Oh,
Exactly.
we'll find another
Yeah,
catalog,
we'd have
mate.
another one somewhere.
How many we get printed, Shreggy?
100,000.
110,000.
So there's one for everybody. Well, there
Yeah.
might not be one
Now
for
listen,
everybody. Yeah.
one for your coffee table, right? One for your coffee table, one for your lavatory.
Well, most people have got 3 toilets, so there's 3 right
Three
Three
right
gone,
there, right? And I can tell you right now, the pages in here are soft, strong, and thoroughly absorbent.
Yeah,
all
a
right? So
3-ply hot products catalogue.
you'll be fine, all right? Brett's asking what grain is in the 243.
95 grain.
Yep. Yeah, they lean to heavier weights in a lot of these things because it's, Cool Lock's a big animal type cartridge. But yeah, 95.
95, yeah.
How you going there, Digital Emily? Do we have a winner for the final Bushnell laser bore sight? I can't hear anything. Do we still have a studio? Is
I was
there
about to
anyone
say, are they
still
still
on?
there?
Hello?
Yeah, we're there.
It's Friday afternoon. They're getting tired.
Oh, there's a few more coming through.
Um,
Look at them all.
What do you guys have that will be good for NRA 22 match, as in guns and scopes?
Over to you, Brad.
I was going to say over to you, Bush.
Yeah, I'm not even 100%
Out of
sure
my
exactly
zone.
what that match is. There've been a few rimfire matches come. We've got a dedicated Bushnell scope now that we've been asking for forever. What power is that? I'm trying to remember. 6.5 to 26.
36. 6 to 36.
No, 6.5 to 24, I think.
Okay, yep.
Or 6 to 24 Match Pro.
No, it is 6 to 24,
only,
yeah.
only just become available, and that's got a specific rimfire
Correct.
reticle in it. But I don't know whether it's for NRA 22. It is.
yeah,
It is.
The crowd says yes.
That's a
There you go.
thumbs
I
up
believe
from
you.
Shrekky.
It's
So
got 30 MOA.
So that's a goer. I
There
mean,
you go.
any Anschutz rifle we got obviously shoots like a thrashing machine for it.
RPR rimfire.
RPR rimfires, but Anschutz last shoot one of them. But yeah, it depends on what you want, really. And again, I've never shot that match, and I've never even seen it shot. I know that means I'm old and horrible, but you already knew that. So yeah, not specifically into that. But I know we've got a scope for it now, a Bushnell one. Yeah.
core locked in 308.
Yeah.
Just arrived.
In stock in 180 grain.
Look out.
No,
Go,
and we've just had 150s. They're out the back in a container.
go down to your local dealer
I've got him unpacking the containers now.
and start ordering them. That's all I can say. Someone's asked, is NIOA getting the Frankfurt Arsenal progressive press?
Yes. Well, we're getting it when
Look
they
that way. They're not asking you there. They're
I
asking
told you this was a distraction.
I know. They're there. We need to talk to them there.
Hello. Yeah, we've had on order for a while. I still don't think they've shipped them. I'm not sure about that.
No, they have.
They're in transit now.
They
yeah.
have shipped them. Probably container
it's
freight,
prob-
6 to
yeah.
8 weeks.
Probably 2 months we'll have them. We've sold most of the ones we've got coming. Yeah, it's a massive 10-station press, and it looks beautifully made. We haven't, I saw one 2 years ago at SHOT Show when they was doing it. These guys have seen the latest iteration of it.
And it's on our latest NIOA TV, so
Yep.
check it out there. Shrekky and I went and saw that. And,
The
it's pretty impressive, eh?
FX10. Yeah, and it comes with specific shell plates and all those sorts of things. We've got the right powder measures to hook them up and set them up. But it's a really serious progressive press, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. So,
yes, we
Digital Emily, have we got a winner?
Yes.
We
We
do.
do.
Woohoo. Who have we got there, Brad?
Robert Vlakic.
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 Rob, you know who you are.
You know who you are, mate.
You're the NRA 22 dude.
What
So,
I
yeah.
need is your address
it
sent
is.
to us on the DMs. Send us
Lucky.
via private message. And mate, I'll get this Bushnell laser bore sight. Actually, no, I'm going to get Shrekky to get this laser bore sight and the hot products catalogue to you ASAP, mate. Mind you, we do have a long weekend this weekend in Queensland, so
That's right.
yeah,
No.
it'll be after Tuesday,
in a
won't
row.
it, Shrekky?
3 in a row.
Definitely.
Rightio, well team, I think that's about it. If there's no more questions coming through from the team, I'd like to say thank you very much for joining us here on Nine TV Livestream for April. It's been really good. A couple of little exciting things coming up, which I think is worth mentioning. We're going to actually have some suppliers here in a couple of weeks from different companies. And we might actually take the time to maybe try and interview them
Oh,
and have a chat to them about
That would
some
be
stuff.
good. That would be good. Yeah.
So-
Bring the information first hand to Australia.
So can we maybe talk who might be here?
Oh, it's top secret.
Top secret?
Because we
Can't
haven't
say
even
that?
told our dealers yet who's coming.
yeah, let's talk about it.
All right.
Yes, he wants to jump the gun, doesn't he? Yeah.
I won't say anything. I won't say anything. But stay tuned because it's going to be great, and it's also going to be great to hear firsthand from the people, from the factory, from the place that are actually making the product. So stay tuned for that next couple of weeks.
Saw a quick question there about, I think you're talking about, are the projectiles available for this? Same story, no projectiles. So yeah, one day we'll get some, but yeah, don't know. We've ordered them, but yeah, one day.